guys, and I am still up, but I am sleepy as heck. Oh my God. I wanted to come and have a quick discussion, y'all, and I know my spirits wanted me to come and talk about this real quick, okay? And this is extremely important for you guys, and I just want to say that social media and algorithms really irritate me a lot. I really, really, really am trying my hardest. Like, I'm trying the best that I can. There's sometimes I'll go to my home page and I will see just videos suggested that it doesn't bother me, the video suggestions, but it's just not something that I'm interested in. I do sort of like certain news and, to know about certain things that are happening, especially when it comes to children and stuff throughout the world. But some of this stuff, I'm just not interested in being influenced by, and some of this stuff I'm not interested in listening to. And, I think that algorithms suck. I don't think that at first, I know for a fact that algorithm has to be different than keywords. It has to be, okay? It really does. So that aspect of it is frustrating within itself, okay? And I try not to be frustrated. What I wanted to come real quick to say, because I'm going to say what I have to say and I'm going to forget about it. And I'm just going to put it out there and we're going to all move forward as if it never happened. Seriously, that's exactly what I want right now, because there are so many different agendas in social media, especially on YouTube. Like, I don't understand what's happening. I think that it does have something to do with the fact that I am not a spiritualist, okay, so to speak. I am an occultist, I guess you could. I'm not even an occultist, okay? I don't call myself an occultist. I'm not in the conscious community, okay? Um, I am a witch. You know what I'm saying? And which really, really, really sets me apart. But I do believe that there is a lot of discrimination. I consider myself, if you were to describe me historically as a witch, I would be considered to be, um, what do they call that? Is it cunning folk or whatever? I don't know. I'm one of those people that have an interest in helping and assisting my community. Okay, and so that's why some of the things that are happening to people in general. Okay, um, I may discuss it, but it's no need for me to continue to discuss certain things that I've already said, because there's tons of videos that I've made on this channel. If a person were searching for some kind of spiritual or witchy solution for that issue, they're going to find the video. For example, body swapping, soul stealing, and stuff like that, which to me is a very real thing. Okay. And I have people all the time that watch those videos. So it's no need for me to continuously make body swap videos. I'm just using that as an example. But here's what I want y'all to understand, and this is really, really important. When I come on here and I discuss important spiritual things that have to do with spirituality and my knowledge as a witch, okay, and the things that you guys need to know, what needs to be separated is my discussions about that from anything going on in social media, anything. I don't care what it is. When I come on here and I talk about certain things, that's just like when I was speaking about cults and I was speaking about monitoring spirits. Okay. I want you guys to separate, because when you start equating everything that I talk about with some occurrence or group or situation in social media, this is where I feel that the agenda is very clear. And it acts as sort of like a by proxy, like it's almost like it's like a proxy or something, to where, like, instead of you understanding what I'm saying to you is real, right? It's being equated as some sort of source of either entertainment or going back and forth. When I come and I discuss spiritual things with you guys, I am not I am talking I'm not talking about people in social media. I'm talking about real spiritual issues that I have knowledge of. I'm talking about your spiritual issue. See, this is an agenda to get you and to keep you ignorant and to make you pass it off as if it's some kind of entertainment or a joke. This is a way to keep you in denial or to make it seem like it's unreal. For example, when I went live a few hours ago, and I did a spirit trap. I literally trapped several spirits while I was live. Okay. And I want y'all to understand that that is a real thing. It is a part of my cleansing and my curse breaker rituals too that I do for you, is I trap bad spirits, malevolent entities. Okay. So I don't want people constantly and consistently, when I come on here and I speak about my spiritual teachings and my spiritual knowledge, to relate it to anybody in social media. It has nothing to do with anybody in social media. I don't even watch any, like the drama and stuff. I don't even watch that. I don't even watch it. It is physically and mentally impossible for me to watch drama and all of that. I cannot do it. So I am never talking about anybody in particular. I don't care about, you know what I care about? I care about you knowing and understanding what is happening spiritually. I care about that. I care about you understanding and knowing that I understand and know how to help you in your own living room, in your own bedroom, okay, in your space. Social media is not that. These people are not sitting in your living room or your bedroom. These are people behind a computer or a phone. When I come on here and I speak about spiritual stuff, like for example, when I was talking about mind control and cults, I'm not talking about anybody. Well, I was specifically talking about Nature Boy, okay? But I am never speaking about insignificant people in social media that want some kind of beef with me. Please accept it and understand it. I am talking to you guys. When I came to you and I told y'all that, I said, be careful because it's almost like the way people get lost is comparable to the Bermuda Triangle. The way people get sucked into stuff, very intelligent people, people that have things going on good in their lives, can get sucked into something because it will present itself as something that it is not. Now, also another thing, when I come and I talk to y'all about that, I come from a position of a person that is looking out for you. I'm saying, hey, I'm looking out. When I spoke about that, I am so tired of dealing with people that literally are in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s looking back at their lives wondering, why did I throw my life away? Because that's exactly where a lot of people are going. People are going to, at some point, look back, and they're going to look back at times that they were possessed, and they're going to say, what did I do with 40 years of my life? And by that time, they'll probably feel like it's either too late, or they too old, or they either going to be on their deathbed. This is, I have to, here's the thing of it is that when I speak about negativity, I'm already transmuting it when I speak about it. It's transmuted, right? But I'm just educating and letting you guys know what's going on. Okay. So I'm gonna transmute it no matter what it is, no matter how bad it is, I'm going to transmute it. Okay. But there are times when I do have to talk about negative things. I wish that I'm a witch. I remove death magic from people, for God's sake. I've removed you. I didn't even realize. I said, well, damn. I said I've been removing death magic from people. People that had spirits on them that was trying to drive them into the grave, either through suicide or accident or something else. Okay. So there are times when I do have to talk about and discuss spooky stuff that, I wish I could come out here and go and say fuck unicorns and fucking lollipops, and I wish I could. But when I come on here and I discuss negative stuff, it is not pertaining to I really actually run a real business. I have never, ever, 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 ever came on this website to get attention from other YouTubers. Ever. This is one of the reasons why you don't hear me talking about celebrities. Do you hear me chasing? Do you see me chasing celebrity clout ever? No. I come on here and I talk about the occult. I talk about spirituality. I talk about witchcraft, is what I talk about. I don't talk about conspiracy theories. Because if there was ever a conspiracy against me, I'm gonna destroy it. I'm gonna burn it down. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I felt like, well, damn, this is a conspiracy, I'm gonna destroy that conspiracy. I'm gonna literally obliterate it. So I don't have to sit up here and go, oh, this is a conspiracy and that's a conspiracy. And then this is a conspiracy. That's just like the discrimination against witches on YouTube. The obvious discrimination against witches. Okay. You think I'm concerned about that? Do you really think that I'm concerned about, views and how many views I get? You think I'm concerned about that? I really ain't concerned about it. Right? I'm not. Because it's not going to stop me. I'm still going to run my business. What they got to do with the price of tea in China? Nothing. Okay, so I'm not a YouTuber. I am a witch. And I think people found that out. People found that out. And I'm not even talking about certain individuals on here. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people know that. People understand that. Okay, I'm not pretending to be a witch. It's not for entertainment purposes only. There are many, many, many like me. A lot of them are in social media. Okay, so I didn't come here. I don't come on here to uh try to get at people. That's never even been a part of my personality. I don't come on here to start fights and arguments with people. I don't care about a fight or argument. In fact, this is the year of the heart healing. We're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. You know, I hate to say it, but a lot of people that like all that adrenaline and going back and forth, the heart will flip flop one day. It's gonna flip inside out. And then of course I'm getting older. It's nothing wrong with that, but I think even when you're young, even if you in your 20s, please do not be sleep on the negative effects of toxicity. Even if you in your 20s, even if you a teenager, don't stress your body out like that. All that hooping and hollering. And things like possession, bad spirits, negative energies, those things are affecting you. I said it several years ago, 7 years ago, in fact, in 2017. And then a year later, I saw a video that a few doctors had made saying the same thing. I said, well, I said that last year. Okay. So the agenda is whenever High Priestess Jamila comes on here and I mention anything, and I don't understand why people try to get agendas over on me. Because what that does is it just irritates me. It irritates my spirits. And then things start rolling, and then the gates of hell ends up opening up, and I just think people just like it, but it's annoying. It really is. It's fake. But it's almost like the agenda it's like it's gotten to the extreme to where I couldn't talk about anything that was relevant, anything that was important for you guys spiritually, without people trying to make it seem like I'm talking about them. And it's like, well, that's just like if I come on here and I talk to y'all about doom magic or destruction magic or breakup work or something like that. People want to, and I don't know why anybody ever thought that they could oppress me. Like, I'm literally the last person. I'm literally the last person that you can ever oppress. I am unbreakable. I am unstoppable. I am unchangeable. You're not going to change me. So I don't even know why people even tried to do that. It's so annoying. It's like, listen, I don't care about what those people are going through. I see a lot of stuff on here that I don't agree with. I ran across a little video short, where somebody was making a reaction video to somebody and disagreeing with them. I agreed with them on what they were saying about this person. Totally agreed with them about what they were saying. And I'm not a part of social media fraud and fake. I'm not a part of that. And there is nothing fake about witchcraft. Nothing fake about it. There's no cosplay, none of it. You are standing on witchcraft every day. That is a fact. There is nothing fake about it. So a lot of stuff that's in social media is being said just strictly and specifically to bring about some kind of controversy, no matter how stupid it is. And I'm not trying to be a part of that. I'm not. You know, in fact, like I was telling y'all, my break is coming up. And anybody that tries to stop me from taking a break from social media, especially from YouTube, you gonna get your butt handed to you. Don't you dare. Don't you ever. That's just like I was talking to y'all, and people can say whatever they want to say. I saw what you were trying to do, but but I have the right to say that on my channel. I don't say nothing about I don't say anything about these people on in social media. I don't say anything. What I want y'all to understand is that when I come to y'all and I give you spiritual information, I am never talking about nobody on here. I'm not subliminally talking about no other YouTuber or vlogger or stalker. I'm not talking about nobody on here because I don't care. And neither does my spirits. It's all very irrelevant to them. What's important is connecting to my people. And this has nothing to do with money. This is about me helping you. Otherwise, I would charge you $300 an hour for a reading or $150 for a 15-minute reading. It ain't about that. It's about helping you. Okay? That's what that's about. I enjoy what I do. Been doing it for a decade. I don't care who has a problem with it. Nobody is of any authority over me. Nobody. I can promise you that nobody has authority over me. I'm not a part of nothing. I'm not initiated in nothing. I was initiated by my spirits when I came in to my witchy self and began my practice. That was spirit initiated. Period. I'm not a part of a coven unless I were erecting my own. I'm not a part of no hoodoo. I'm not a part of Ifa. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not a part of no group. I'm not with the Hoteps. I ain't none of that, I can promise you. And I used to get angry and resent people trying to make me, I ain't no Freemason. I'm not a Freemason. I'm not a part of a club, group, or association. I don't come on here and speak about my spiritual stuff to talk about somebody else. That's a clever way of people trying to always connect to me energetically, and it doesn't work. Or try to connect themselves with me. I am connected to nobody on here. Nobody. Nobody that will come on here and like that. I ain't connected with nobody. I ain't connected with nobody on here. Nobody. Nobody. I can promise you. And I like it that way. And y'all gonna realize that once you get to that place where nobody can question your authority over self, I notice a lot of people have an issue with that when it comes to your authority over self. And just because I'm black, don't make me a slave or some kind of it doesn't make me automatically connected to the black man. Because I will stick a pitchfork up a black man, up his arse, just like any other person. So I'm not a part of that. You know how you see, you see, and I am not a race soldier either, because I don't handle any type of ism by crying about it. Whatever the ism is, I handle it the witchy way. That's how I handle that. So the ism don't bother me, whatever ism it is. And that's just what that is. And if somebody don't want to accept it, oh well, they weak. They weak. Anybody's trying to force an association with somebody is weak, in my opinion. Okay? You just automatic, you weak, you spineless. I'm not holding on to somebody. I'm not trying to form apron strings to nobody. Ain't nobody on here my mama. I don't get none. Everything. Hold on. Everything that I learned about necromancy, I learned from Santa Martha, Hecate, and even Lilith. I didn't learn nothing from nobody. Ain't nobody been my teacher. I don't sit and listen. If you notice, I don't say the same things that people say on here whatsoever. All of my education and teaching came straight from source. I ain't nobody's understudy. Not to say that it's anything wrong with that. It's just it wasn't me. Because I'm a teacher of the craft. I have a lot of students. Okay, they can go out and proudly say, I learned from High Priestess Jamila. I ain't learned from nobody on here. Nobody. That's a fact. That's a promise. I don't want to be associated with social media. I already feel like a lot of the spiritualists on here, especially when they get to talk. I'm a witch. That's all I got to say is that I am a witch. And if people want to look at that term as being an insult, probably because they don't really know. They don't really know. They sleep. That's not a negative term to be a witch. Okay? Does that take away from the fact that sometimes witches can do things that they ain't supposed to be doing or shouldn't be doing? No, it doesn't make a being. There's a lot of witches out there that be messing up all the time. They just be messing up. And I'm not talking about nobody in social media. I'm just talking about in general. I was one of them. When I started in the craft 20 years ago, I made so many mistakes. It was ridiculous. I had no idea what I was doing. Okay? I wanted to make sure that y'all understood that. Because there's going to be several discussions that I'm going to be having to where people will try to attach themselves because they want to be the villain. You're not my villain. If you were a villain in my life, I have the power to destroy you and your negativity. Okay? Nobody can be a villain to Jamila. Ever. If they want to be a villain, it's I don't understand why. I don't understand why somebody would want to be a villain in my life. Because I'm not just a witch, I'm a woman, I'm a mother, I'm a lover, I'm a fighter, right? So I'm not going there. I ain't in no beefs. It reminds me of Charlie Brown. You know how like in them Charlie Brown cartoons and it'd be a crowd of folk fighting and just dust flying everywhere and just Jamila standing outside of that or either above that watching. I ain't got nothing to do with that because No, no. I wanted to make myself perfectly clear. Okay? If another witch wants to network, if she feels like she's a witch and she wants to network through certain associations, hey, that's her business. That's not Jamila. Jamila networks in a different way. Okay? That's just what that is, okay? All right, y'all. And please just watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't miss the message ever, ever. Don't ever miss the message that I give you by people trying to simplify it or lower it or devalue it. Because when you allow anybody on here to devalue the spiritual information that I'm speaking to you about, you putting yourself out there. You setting yourself up for failure. You doing it to yourself. I don't have nothing to do with social media. I'm in social media. Yeah. Doesn't mean I'm a part of any social circle. And I would never be in a circle or a box. Maybe a pyramid, but not no circle and no box, okay? I want to make that abundantly clear. I don't care if it's a man that's saying it or a woman, especially a man. Especially a man. Because a lot of these men out here in social media, they want to exploit women because they weak. If you a man, you should be able to stand on your own and you ain't got nothing to say about Jamila. You ain't got to say Jamila name just to be heard. Right? You don't have to mention me. You don't have to talk about me because you strong, you powerful. You shouldn't have nothing to say about Jamila. Shouldn't you? That's real. That's just real. Okay? And y'all better be careful out here, man. We learned with Kevin Samuels and a couple of other ones. Y'all be listening to these men. Some of these people out here are on an agenda to ruin minds and ruin lives. Literally telling you in your face that they there to ruin your life. That's not me. Everybody that I touch turns to gold. I don't ruin lives. It just ain't my forte. If you somebody that's messing with me, I might mess you up real bad. if you if you become a nuisance. But otherwise, people that I deal with, they can trust me. I ain't never had no unstable, friend. Y'all ain't got to worry about all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm solid. I'm a solid person. No, I don't think that there's any power in throwing your friends under the bus. That's ridiculous. Loyalty is royalty in my book when it comes to social. So I don't have nothing to do with that. Separate me. Separate me. Separate my company. Separate my name. Completely separated. I'm asking the algorithm and I'm asking for people to do that. Okay? And I'm just a very patient person. Because I can promise y'all, those people that try to derail you and take you off of your path, oh, they got a lot bad coming to them. But I ain't got to sit around and watch it. That's just like if all of the people that were trying to mess you up or something, was in a building, and your energy blew that building to the ground. I'm not the type of person that's gonna look back. I'm gonna um, burn it to the ground, and I'm gonna walk away, and I'm not gonna care, because I didn't care to begin with. That's just how I am, y'all. So I ain't obsessed with, is this person doing this? Is that, what's that person doing? I don't care. You can't do what you gonna do to me. You think you could ever actually do anything to me? You, do y'all really believe that people can hurt me? Oh my God. That's so funny. Yeah. That's hilarious. So I ain't worried about nobody. That's just it. And this is not a dig at nobody, because every time I say stuff like that, people, they want to, and it's like they have to respond, and it's like, but I'm not talking to you, or you, or you, or you. I'm speaking in general, and that is not a threat. That is not a threat. But I am a Cancer. I am a crab, and I will defend myself. Okay. And I ain't trying to start something, nothing with nobody. I want y'all to understand where my position is at. Because when you say, for some reason, when you say you're not associated with certain people, people get angry. Why? I'm not associated with you. With it, I don't get like I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of the stuff that I've seen on here, in my humble opinion, yeah, it's been pretty lame. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. Okay. Okay, that's my cue to get up out of here. I will see y'all later. Blessings to you guys. Okay. All right. Bye bye.